Welcome to the Bro Banter Podcast, where camaraderie meets content in the most unfiltered way possible. Hosted by Don and Dalton, this podcast dives into the heart of today's world, blending humor, life's everyday quirks, and the kind of friendly rivalry only we can share. So, we hope you will join us. Thank you, and enjoy. And welcome back, everybody, to episode number 6.
What up, guys?
What up, guys, is right. So, we had a pretty good episode, I felt, last time about dementia and Alzheimer's, and we're gonna. I know we're working on a special guest speaker for cryptids or Bigfoot or Mothman or Dogman or Jersey Devil or
Get some tin hat going.
Yeah.
Get some fun stuff going there. It'll be fun.
So we're hoping to get that up this weekend as well. We just got the speaker we're having trouble getting with, but we'll get them there. So because we do banter, I want to talk on this stopgap House bill. But if we can start off with that, because
let's jump into it.
Yeah, because pretty much when I read this bill, this is what I pretty much hear for the most part. That's what they're doing up there in DC, Like, yeah, fuck it, we don't care. Let's just post some shit. Oh, here we go.
Throw stuff at the wall.
What was that, 1,500 pages of shit? And now here we are. So now we're 118, right? And I don't want to go through this entire bill because it should just be set on fire if you ask me, but whatever. So we have multiple titles here and public health extenders. Diabetes.
It's ironic how they blanket it with the American Relief Act and they throw a bunch of random shit in there, huh?
Well, you ain't seen shit yet. Wait till we get to this. So we have Medicare, human services. Okay, I get that. Here's the other one though. Other matters. Please, fucking explain to me what the
a blanket term for what?
Other matters, right? Other matters. Commodity Futures Trading Commission whistleblower program. What is that? What are we going? Are we funding a program for whistleblowers? What are we doing here?
We're paying them now?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that means. Protection of certain facilities and assets from unmanned aircraft. What is that? What are we doing? Are we
protecting drone facilities? What?
Well, protection of certain facilities and assets from unmanned aircraft. It's pretty ironic, right? We just had all this. We just did episode 2 or 3 we did about the drones?
The drones in New Jersey.
Is that what this is? Is that what this is for? Yeah. Protecting certain facilities. What facilities?
Nobody. I mean, can they say? Is it like top secret places that you're not allowed to know?
This thing's rubbish. I can't wait for Doge to kick in. I really can't. Additional special assessment. What the fuck is that? Additional. What's additional? Specify, please. National Cybersecurity Protection System Authorization. So if we slap cybersecurity.
What was the last one? Additional what?
Additional special assessment. I don't know.
Oh, that's to buy Hunter another laptop because he took his.
Maybe. Well, we can go to Amazon and get one for $100, Chromebook or some shit. You need all that. National Cybersecurity Protection System Authorization. I don't know what the hell it is. Extension of temporary order for fentanyl-related substances. God. And here's the last one.
Protection.
Temporary extension of public debt limit. What the fuck? Yeah, it's amazing.
At this point, why do we even have a debt limit? We're just going down. Like what the?
I mean, that's obviously the debt cap, right? But they tell us we have to tighten our belt and say operate within your means. But yet they go out there and you might as well be a 500-pound gorilla at the Golden Corral, right? Just loading up on the chow. Yeah. It's like, well, we can eat as much as we want because we got all the holes in the belt because we can do that. But your belt's only a size 34, so you need to limit yourself, buddy. That's what they're saying. It's
When you
unreal.
set the bar, it's easy to tell other people to stay within it, huh?
If you own a business and and your office, well, if you're let's say you work, I don't know, let's say you own a business, right, and you're just an investor in it, and they come to you and say, hey, we need additional money for a special assessment. What's the assessment? What is it?
You're gonna want to know what the fuck that
What are we
means.
assessing? What are we assessing, right? And then if they come to you and say, whistleblower program, what is that? What are we doing here? You can't explain this shit. I've looked at a thing. I don't. Jesus Christ, dude. That thing can be. I don't know. I give up with it. It's absolute shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
we're funding something called Other Matters. Other Matters shouldn't even be in there. If the whistleblower program is good, let's put it under Human Services. Oh no, we don't want to do that because it's stupid. I don't know. What is it? Special means of prosecuting whistleblowers? Is that what it is? I don't know.
Or like making sure that the whistleblowers disappear before they can blow the whistle.
I want to know what the protection of certain facilities and assets. Man, that is so damn vague. An asset can be anything. Literally anything. It could be.
The vagueness in this is blatant and common within the whole bill, really.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's bullshit, if you ask me. Protection. I'm just going to Google it, but any unmanned aircraft system or unmanned aircraft described in subsection A that is seized by the Secretary of Attorney General is subject to forfeiture. What the? Wow, man. Dude.
Seizure of assets? I don't know.
Is anybody seizing those damn drones that are flying above, Jersey? No. Speaking of that, there was pictures of that on X I saw. Have you seen that? The downed drone or reported downed drone? You seen that thing? I don't even know if that's real.
I don't know I think that might be the hoax or whatever you want to call it. Somebody trying to get a click. But who knows? It could be real.
I don't know, man. I think this whole bill is shit. It started out as 1,500 pages of shit. Who knew what was in it? There was probably funding for the big guy or something. I don't know. And people raise hell and they decide to walk it back. Well, let's only make it 118. Well, hell, what was in the first 1,500? Ask me. Let's find that out. That's what I want to know. It's absolute crap. I don't know, man. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, literally, we just at this point, like, here's our paycheck, bud.
Yeah,
you guys do whatever the fuck you please.
It's fucking ridiculous, ain't it? I don't understand it. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Now, have you seen the whole cat turd thing with Dan Crenshaw? Yeah. So I guess I guess he's threatened to sue Cat Turd because they posted some stuff about a fine he had received from campaign funding misuse or something of it, and he paid some penalty. So they were talking
Everybody be so happy, huh?
I don't know, man. People are taking after the guy. Now, I don't know the guy. I don't know much about him. But it does make you wonder, right? These politicians, they go in. If you're not part of them, do they drum stuff up on you to make you dirty? Do they bring you to a party and bring in prostitutes or some crazy crap to get dirt on you to keep you on their side? Is that what it is? You go up there in full faith of being
for it.
Yeah, you get. Is that what happens to these people up there? It's because it all seems like they go up there and they want to do the right thing, and then somehow down the line they end up, being just like the people they claim they don't want to be like. I don't want to take, funding from, medicines or whatever these drug companies are. 2 years into it, man, they're stuffing the coffers. They're getting it. It's like, what are you doing? I don't want to do that. Oh, they made me do it. Yeah, they put me in a room and they had blackmail on me. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's what happened.
Is there honestly a honest one up there that's not that hasn't taken anything like that? I don't know, man. Maybe it makes you wonder, and hell, it makes you
Probably not.
realize they tried to do this shit to Trump, right? They tried to drum up all the Russian collusion and Russia, and then nothing sticks. Nothing sticks to the guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Teflon Don, if you will.
I mean, and then though, I mean, they bring up his past. Oh, he was a billionaire. I was like, yeah, when he was a fucking billionaire, he was hanging out with Al Sharpton. They loved him then. Nobody had anything to say.
Well, that he was good with him then, and
He was hanging out with Oprah and shit. Now it's all chaos and hatred, and I don't know. It's funny how fast they change up.
Dude, they drive me nuts out there, man. I just don't understand it.
I'll be the first to say I think he would have been one of the greatest presidents ever. Just take his phone away. He says some dumb shit, but I think he's probably one of the purest ones in the system. He has no reason to.
I think that was a way of controlling the media. Remember the foo, whatever it was that said he had a stroke on the toilet, and he fell asleep on the toilet or had a stroke, and then he created a whole video of people walking around in the White House saying it to each other. It's like, no, he just manipulated you dummies. He shows you how he can easily control you, and you go for it. They go for it every time. But but back to the bill. Before I want to move on, can they just put legitimate stuff in there in the damn bill? Do they have to put other assets? If them are items, when you say additionals, is that really needed? Is that shit really needed?
Yeah, that just leaves the door open for you to do some other shit down the road. Was
that something that was absolutely freaking necessary until March? Yeah. Was that necessary? Oh no, that was a way of cramming shit into 10 pounds of shit into a 1 pound bag, trying to get it in there because they're fearful of what Trump's gonna do. I understand the temporary extension of public debt limit. The fentanyl, that could have been under human services or Medicare. Why stick it down there in other matters? Additional special assessment. What the hell is that? What is that? Someone explain this. I don't understand it. It's just what's hiding under that? Just that verbiage.
The verbiage is terrible. Like, if you're a person like yourself or I that wants to like know what the fuck we're paying for, they leave it so, like we said earlier, vague. So you have no idea. You just throwing money into a black hole at that point, just hoping that they're doing the right thing with it, right?
Yeah, and you're right.
I think they do it on purpose, but
we want to see it right. We want to make it simple, right? Freaking simple. You break down Division E, other matters, and here's Section 5101, which is Commodity and Future Trading Commission whistleblower program. Futures. That's futures. We haven't even reached it yet. Is that a necessary freaking item to keep the government going? Break that down. We don't need it. For the love of God, pass that, kick that shit on down the road. When these swamp creatures, if you will, come out and say, "Oh, we got to keep the government open." All right, what's the necessity to keep it open? What's the necessity? Pay the freaking light bills, pay the copier, the payments on the damn printing machines, Microsoft, pay the Microsoft Office bills, all the other little bills, paper clips and staples and ink and pens and pencils and and whatever else programs we got, whether it's paying for fuel for helicopter stuff. But if that stuff's all yearly, well, that shit should have been fiscal.
Should already be in the budget.
Government starts October 1. Yeah. That shit should already been passed. Here's your money for your department. What the hell more do we need? What is this? It's just a way of sneaking shit under the radar.
Yeah. I agree.
Additional special assessment. Well, there could be a freaking couple of Donzi boats in there, for something we don't know about. I don't. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, I don't get it. Do you understand it? Because I damn sure don't get it. I really don't.
No, I think it's forever. Like I said, to leave shit open for them to play with as they will.
And see, Section 126, notwithstanding 101, amounts are provided to District of Columbia federal payment for emergency planning and security costs in the District of Columbia at a rate of, for operations, $90 million, of which not less than $50 million shall be costs associated with presidential inauguration to be held in January 25. $50 million. Did I just read that right? I mean, let me share the screen here. This is, and if I got, this was the draft one. I haven't been able to find yet the other one, but if I'm off, please somebody, tell me. Because, yeah. Let's just look this biatch here up. Look at this. Not less than $50 million shall be for costs associated with presidential inauguration to be held in January. What?
Such amounts may be. I can't even read the word. Opportune.
Yeah,
Up to the rate for operations necessary to maintain emergency planning and service activities, security activities. Is that included with the $50 million?
Dude, I don't know. And here's amounts available by Section 101, Department of Commerce, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration procurement, acquisition, and construction may be appointed up to the rate for operations necessary to maintain acquisition schedule for geostationary Earth orbits in an amount not to exceed $625,000.
$625 million.
I know.
Over $500 million.
What the hell is that?
To maintain acquisition schedule for geostationary Earth orbit. What?
What is that? That's a whole shit ton of money. That's
a whole shit ton of money.
For what? For what?
Just verbiage vomit.
For what? I don't.
To keep the Earth's orbit geostationary, don't you see?
I knew I shouldn't have read this.
$625 million.
There is an appropriated to the Department of Justice for Federal Bureau of Investigation salaries and expenses, $16 million. We ain't gonna need that shit when Cash Patel gets in there. We can cut that thing down in half. $16 million for additional amount for fiscal 2025. Additional. So here's what that tells me, Dalton. That tells me that they undermine themselves or undercut themselves by $16.668 million for fiscal 25.
And it's supposed to stay until September 30th, 2026.
To conduct risk reduction and modification of national security. See, they hide it under national security. That's what they always do. It's national security. Oh, you're going through the porno scanner at the airport because it's national security. No. If we're going to fund it, we're going to fund billions of dollars into it in the name of national security. There's better ways of doing this shit. I'm just saying. This is the whole reason Doge, man. This is all of what Doge is, right? People want transparency. Yeah. I should have started reading this thing. I'm all about, submarine, not to exceed Columbia class, not to exceed, wow. Ooh, my God,
5.9 billion.
I remember, and look, I'm all about the military, right? We want our military to have the best stuff. But there was that one committee, I remember he said, this is a bag of washers. Does this bag of washers really cost $90,000? Let's have some common sense here. In government, you don't want cheap stuff. That's one of the problems of government. Not enough time or money to do it right the first time, but plenty to do it over and over and over again. I get that. But you got to have a little common sense, man. And people that contract with the government for this stuff, they know they can charge them an astronomical rate.
Yeah, 100%.
They know it, and they know the free. And here's the other thing: how many of these people that are bidding on this stuff? How many lobbyists work for them that have worked in Congress? They're either retired or they got friends, and they're getting kicked. See, this is the whole reason for Doge, man. This is exactly why we need the freaking Doge. They need to come in here, and there should be transparency, to be accountability for this kind of shit. If this were us and we told the IRS, well, you need to pay an additional $15,000 this year. You can't look at the IRS and say, well, we're sorry. We it's national security. We had to buy a new vehicle.
Yeah. They're going to laugh at you and yoink it.
They're going to say, oh, we don't give a shit. Give us our money. That's what. No one. There's checks and balances, but no one's balancing them. Hell, there ain't no checks. Right? I mean, the Senate and the House,
Yeah.
these people are supposed to be checks and balances. Well, when the freaking checks and the balances are no longer checking and balancing, well, who the hell's checking and balancing?
And then you get the same like 6 retards that sit there for 80 years.
Holy shit, dude! Look, I get it. You get these subs aren't cheap. These are nuclear submarines. I 100% get that. I get it. But damn, am I reading that one right? In addition to amounts otherwise provided by Section 1 is provided appropriated to the Department of Defense for operation and maintenance defense wide. Is that 913 million?
Yeah.
An additional amount for fiscal 2025. Did they cut themselves by that? I'm sorry, work. I'm gonna go into work. I'm gonna go into work tomorrow and say, "Hey, look, I kind of overextended myself, and I didn't really plot out 2025. I need an additional 10,000 a year."
Yeah. See how that goes over, right?
Yeah, you know what they say? Get a new job, bitch.
Yeah. Go find something else.
You submit it, man.
For operations and maintenance, defense wide.
To remain until September 30th, 2026, right? Because that's when that fiscal. So that whole freaking year.
Yeah.
That whole, holy man. Damn it, son. What in the hell? What in the hell? Look, I get it. National security. But we red flags. Red flags,
Yeah, they say it again. National security. Systems provided.
Man. Balanced budget. I don't think they've balanced anything up there. These people, I don't think they have any common sense when these boobs are sitting in those chairs going, yeah, 900 million, yeah. Do they really have an idea? I don't think they have the slightest freaking clue. I don't think they have the slightest freaking clue for a balanced budget. I
mean, clearly not, because every time they drop a bill, they're adding in an extra budget to something.
Shouldn't they know what they have coming in? Hey, we made $1 billion last year. We're going to operate with $1 billion. This is what we have, $1 billion. We got to keep the government going with $1 billion. No more. Maybe that's an option, huh? How about that? Anybody think about that one? I mean, if you're only taking in, and I don't know what the federal government's taking in taxes or anything, but I'm just throwing a number out there, $1 billion. I'm sure we're way past that, but $1 billion. If you're spending $2 billion, you got a deficit.
Yeah.
By $1 billion. So stop offering $2 billion when you ain't got it. Because I don't offer it if I ain't got it.
Yeah.
But then they just go, oh, not a big deal. Print. Oh yeah, we need an additional $1 billion. Yeah, print it up, baby. That's not the way it works. For the love of freaking.
Like if you know your paycheck is $2,000 and your rent is $1,500, you can't get a car that's $700 a month. It's over the budget.
Energy for atomic energy defense activities, environmental and other defense activities. 1.7. Other? What? Define other, man. Boats. Fuel
other
for
defense
boats.
Activities.
See, I think this country's gotten so far off path. I don't think these people have just do shit up there. And I don't think anybody's ever looked at it. I think people for years have just trusted that these people, and I'm not saying they're all bad, because I'm sure they're outweighed by the bad, the good are, but no one looks and goes, oh, we trust them. They know what they're doing. No, the money doesn't tally, bro. It doesn't tally. Look at it. This is ridiculous.
They're trying to make 2 + 2 = 6, and it never is going to.
If this was Donald Trump's business and you went to him and said, hey, we need more money for additional. What's additional? What do you need?
Yeah.
Well, we need boats. Well, what else? Boats just ain't $900 million. What more do you need?
Yeah.
I
mean, it's like the story of Elon, right? He just goes through, and if you don't have the answer, then he's actually like, all right, adios. You're no use to me.
He's going to want it. He's going to want, the boats. Tell him the boat you want. Tell him the motors you want on it. Tell him the color coat you want. To tell him the flooring color, the paint, the utensils on the boat, the damn sink, the faucet. He's going to want it all. The toilet. He wants it all.
What type of generator?
Not just a boat for, $900 million. No. Break it down, bitch. Are they going to be solid gold fixtures? What are we doing here? Stainless steel? PVC?
Yeah.
You know, or what are we doing here? Are we, what? Something, man. There's nothing. It's just
Other. Just
other.
other.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember that next time. Yeah, I need more money, boss. What you need it for? Other. What's other? Other. That's all you need to know.
Why do you think you deserve this raise? Other.
Other. You're damn right. I'm gonna try that shit. I need a $5,000 raise. Oh, what you need that for? Other. Well, other. It works
It
for
works for the
the government.
government.
Other. Now here's what I can get behind. Military construction, army, and such balances may be obligated for an access road project for Arlington National Cemetery. 100%. Yes. I don't know if you've ever been there, but I've been there. It's an absolute beautiful place. And Robert E. Lee's house is up there, and it's a great place to go to.
And they'll probably give them like $10,000 instead of a couple $100,000 or something. Like, here, work with this.
Crazy, isn't it? And then we had disaster relief, which they're throwing all this money out, but what about the poor?
30 trillion, or that's billion. Sorry. Oh my God.
Jesus.
30 billion, almost 31 billion.
Look at this though. Expenses related to losses of revenue, quality, or production of crops, including milk, farm stored commodities, crops preventing from planting and harvested adulterated wine grapes. A lobbyist got that one. No doubt about that one. Wine grapes.
At least it's for the farmers, kind of, right? Is that going to help our farmers, or
I don't know?
Is that going to like China when we need beans?
Yeah. China farms? Yeah, does this go to them? I mean, they're going to pocket the money in China, right? They're not going to do anything. I don't know, man. Well,
I hope not. I hope they keep it American. Protect our farmers. I don't know about now, but I know when Donald was in, we had all of our soybean farmers doing like better than China had ever done as far as production and money growth. So,
yeah. See, here's the other thing. It's due to drought, wildfires. Where do
talking about in Cali,
wildfire?
they burn up like a vineyard or something.
Hurricane comes through. It ain't drought and it isn't wildfire. Where did that come from? What guy in the background says, "Hey, if y'all guys are gonna probably California, right? Where do the wildfires happen? If y'all want to sign a bill for hurricane relief, can I throw wildfire and drought in there too?" I don't know.
They're just blanketing like all these random events under one.
Is it hurricane related, Jim? Well, it's drought and wildfire. Yeah, we'll call it good. How much do you need?
$2 billion.
Hurricane. It ain't Jesus. I don't understand it. Create something for that. But see, they threw that shit in there. They threw it in there as part of the hurricane relief. They know people are gonna go for it. Let's do it. But man, failure of Mexico to deliver water to the United States in accordance with 1944 water treaty. Did you even know there was a 1944 water treaty?
We get our water from We get our water from Mexico now?
They've suffered losses due to the failure of Mexico. What if that's a scam? What if that's a scam? What if that's just some politicians, offshore account types? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Where does this come into play at? I don't. Shit, dude. I don't know. Anyway.
Another Hunter Biden's laptop fund.
Let's move on to some other stuff. What do you got? You anything good? Anything?
I mean, it's not really good, but it's kind of funny. I saw something earlier about the CNN talking about how the bird flu is coming back and it's mutating, so we might have another pandemic just 20 days outside of our inauguration day.
Whoa, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Start that back again. Hold on.
Breaking. Well, yeah, they're saying there's a new outbreak of it. Bird flu. It's gonna be the next pandemic, and everybody should start panicking now. At least they're trying to. Seems as if they're trying to incite some sort of panic. It's just ironic that all of a sudden it's 20 days away from the big man getting in there, and they bring this out and start trying to spread this across the national media and shit.
I've got good news for you then.
What's that? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
We have allocated $50 million for inauguration. That should more than cover a bird flu pandemic.
True. We should be okay.
Wait, no. That's probably just allocated for cakes, ice cream, cupcakes, seating,
And congratulation cards.
traffic control, maybe something to do with birds dropping fleas from the sky. I don't know. But there's 50 million there.
Yeah. It's going to go somewhere. It's not going to go in my pocket. What about you?
What
Your
happens
pocket?
if we shop at like Dollar General instead of, going online? Can we save that 50 million? I mean, I think we can probably, if I was a betting man, and I'm not, but if I was a betting man, I bet Trump can probably do this thing for $1 million, maybe $2 million.
$1.5 million. Yeah.
And that's probably going with gold leaf foil type of stuff. Just saying. I think it's possible. I think we could save some money there. 50 million, right?
50 effing million.
50 million, yes. Oh, did you hear about
But they want you to pay back in taxes.
shit. That means taxes are going to go up next year. Sorry, wait, hold on. Breaking, your taxes will go up next year. If you've seen that bill, your taxes are going to go up. You're here first. It ain't no laughing matter either. But I'll tell you what is a laughing matter. I don't know if this is true or not.
What's that?
So here, Representative Hillary Cassel, Cassel, makes the bold move in Florida House. She switches from Democrat to Republican.
Really? Do we have an imposter?
Is it a dino or a rhino, Republican in name only? I don't know. I don't really know, man. I don't know how to take that because sometimes I want to think that these people are finally seeing the light, and maybe
Are they just trying to infiltrate?
Maybe, yeah. That's what you do, right? You want to take the system down. You infiltrate. Remember, what was that damn show? Were the Illegals? Is that what they were? About the Russian family that were here. I think it was on Showtime where they were kind of raised here.
I think so.
And they were supposed to infiltrate the government, get their kids into the government, and have Russian communist views. Is that what they're doing? It's like, if that's the case, I got to give them credit because they realized that people are fed up with the shit and they're going Republican and
yep.
Now it's like, well, we can't beat them, so let's join them. And
I don't like that though. I kind of think that's like they're like, I mean, I get it, but if they're joining even just to be like joining the winning side, bro, it's like you're a bandwagoner at that point. Stay with what you were talking about a year ago. Don't switch up now and act like you done changed your whole worldview.
Yeah. No, I agree, dude. It's
stay your little punk ass over there.
it's I don't know. It's hard saying, man. You don't know what they're actually doing. That's how do you? I mean, if you're a politician up there, do you go, yeah, don't trust that one? Yeah, I don't know.
Pull them over to the side. Not good, Apple.
No, I think she's trying to get top secret information. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I really couldn't tell you.
Hey, John, what's her clearance?
Yeah. Is she really Republican, or is she just, trying to get in here and destroy us? Is that what she's doing? I don't know, man. That's here in Florida, though. So time will tell, right? Time will tell on that one. So,
like you said, once Mr. Patel gets a hold of it, what was it called? Doge.
Oh yeah, well, that's Ramaswamy and Musk.
Ramaswamy and them, yeah.
Yeah, which Musk had a little tit for tat. I think it was yesterday on Twitter or X. Sorry, God, I don't know why I keep doing that.
And I mean, he said he was gonna not him, but well, I lost his name already. I just said it, but he said he was gonna know the other guy. He was gonna release all the documents. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Once he gets up in there, so
he's going for director of the FBI. So, if you are listening, Cash, What did they say they needed more 26 million or something like that or whatever it was. Can we cut that number down by any way? Just if you're listening, cut it down. Well, I think we can
just
cut
a little
it down.
bit.
But if you cut some agents back, really, what do they do? I don't know.
Get rid of some salaries,
What's the average salary of a federal agent? Just FYI. Let me see. Average salary.
I'm an FBI agent. I'm gonna say 95,000.
Man, it's starting. I don't know if that's true or not, but they say like New York sheriffs or New York sheriffs, police, NYPD, people can make well over $200,000 a year. You're in doctor salaries, man. But it says, it's just a quick Google search, and it may not be right, but average salary of an agent is $77,000 a year. Entry level agents can expect to earn around $50,000, while experienced agents can earn significantly higher salaries. Well, if you got that much money, where's it all going? Where's it all going? Millions of dollars? Doesn't tally, my friend. I'm sorry, numbers don't jive. How many people does that pay for? Is that the amount of agents you're wanting to hire? Is that what you're telling me? I don't know. How do we get back to that damn bill? Can we get away from that?
Is that gonna bring us a lot more, huh? Protection, right?
CDC
National security.
Bird flu. Yeah, so some mutations warn that we could be facing. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
CNN,
that
crap.
The truth.
Yeah. Does anybody really believe in that? What was the newspaper that you'd always find that says, something? It would have something stupid like has a picture of Hillary holding the alien baby, talking about Hillary comes out and shows her extraterrestrial baby. I can't remember the name. Not the New York Post, but Inquirer. I don't remember.
Something like that.
It was some magazine that, people. You read it. You saw just the front. It was just gimmick, right? It was just a attention getter, but no one believed it, right? I don't think anybody did.
It's like, why even like I said, it's like a panic incitement or what? Like, what are you guys trying to do here? Like, what is the intention of even putting that out unless it's like happening, right? And sure, maybe there's a case of someone caught the bird flu finally after how many ever years, but does that mean like it's going to go around like that? Probably not. I mean, there's a possibility, but
those things are everywhere, right? But flu, disease, they're everywhere. You're not going to get rid of them. How are you going to get rid of them?
I mean, COVID was a flu. I mean, just a different flu.
Well, that's Mother Nature, right? I mean,
yeah.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. We control, population of animals. We hunt deer, bear, elk, moose, so on and so on, birds, fowl, whatever. We control our population. Who controls us?
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. I wholeheartedly believe that, and we might want to do a future episode on this, but I may be right, and I may be wrong, I may be partially right, but it does make you think. Serial killers. How does Mother Nature control us? Diseases, stuff like that. Wildfires, hurricanes, tornadoes. It's things of that nature. Are serial killers part of that?
I'm sure to some effect, if you believe in that. I could see that. Like, make just the one-off guys. And I mean, if that's the case, was Mother Nature Hitler? He did some population control.
I wouldn't call him a serial
up.
killer, right? I wouldn't call him a serial killer, but that was just a warped and delusionized. Delusional. Thank you, Jesus. Bad. Delusional. That's bad when you got to correct me in English, huh?
That's terrible.
Delusional.
Don't you have a degree or something?
No.
Working on it.
Yeah, I do. I got one. I got a bachelor's degree, so I sound like an absolute idiot. But anyway, delusional. But that's because he blamed them for World War One, right? For losing World War One. If you read Mein
Yeah.
Kampf, that's he mentions that in there. They blamed the Jews for all that, and pretty much forfeiting and giving up a lot of land and rights for Germany. So that's what they hated him for. I don't think it had anything to do with anything outside of that. And they tried to use them. They tried to sell them actually in the beginning. They tried to sell them, and America turned them down. No, we don't want no. They were shipping them out, and it wasn't until they couldn't do nothing with them. It's like, well, we'll just use them for slave labor.
Yeah.
Wasn't right, but I don't think he was a serial killer. That wasn't population control on his end. Now, I'm sure we can probably find a nutball to come on and say, oh, that was population control, blah, blah, blah. Well, then they're nutty, too, and that's their opinion. And
I said it before. I think there's a cure for cancer, too. I don't think the government's going to put that out, though. Like I said, that's population control. Imagine all the people that die of cancer every year.
Well, it's
if they cured that, how hard would it be? How overpopulated are we?
It's odd that you say that, but I just saw a thing on X today about a cancer cure. Let me find it. They said something new was out, and it was a meltdown. I had to find it. I guess I had to find it. I didn't read it. I saw it, and it says something another would melt down cancer, but I thought it said meltdown cancer tumor, but hell, I don't know. I saw it earlier today. I'd have to go.
Yeah, and whoever discovered it or figured it out or made it or formulated it is going to end up disappearing somewhere. And
well, they always go overseas, right? They always go. I don't know. I don't know where I saw that. It was way, way early this morning. People always go overseas for treatment because that's where they seem to.
Yeah.
I guess you go over there and where is it at? Switzerland or Norway or somewhere. Are they more forward thinking than we are? Are we just more narrow minded? No, I don't think that. I think it's just that JFK or Robert Kennedy Jr. said. Rephrase that. It's bad. Kennedy Jr. said it's a revolving door, right? It's repeat business. They keep us coming and going, keeping and coming, going, coming and going and coming. They don't want to solve the problem. There's too much money into it. These investors have way too much money in it. So yeah, if they can solve it, they wouldn't have need to bring you back.
Yeah.
But in all reality, you would come back, dummy, because you got to come back for blood work. You got to make sure everything's fine. You want to catch it earlier, don't you? You have a little pain in the stomach. There's kidney problems, liver problems, gallbladder problems, all these things you got to find early on. That's not enough money for them. That's the problem. I don't think it's enough money for them. I don't know what happened to that thing, but anyway.
I'm seeing somebody else got set on fire at Penn Station. Person set on fire near escalator at Penn Station in Manhattan. Another one didn't.
Today?
That girl just now. It's all it's popping up. But didn't that girl get on the subway get fucking burnt up the other day by the immigrant that walked in there and just doused her and burnt her and walked away while she burned alive?
Yeah.
That happened 2 days ago.
Well, we'll kind of talk about that one next episode. We're kind of reaching our limit here, but so I guess with that we'll go ahead and close out, and we discussed some few things on here. Hopefully, some good stuff, at least to Bill. I know that was one of the ones I want to talk about, but we'll get into the other stuff on the next episode. I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and God bless everybody.
Just want to leave everybody with this.
What is that? Oh, Mary. All right. Adios.
God bless.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share. You may find us on X, the Bro Banter Podcast, or on YouTube. Thanks, and God bless.